All right, so let's what I can do now, right? Oh, I need to open the my GitHub. That is what I'm missing. So guys, always when you have a you need to follow your document, right? Just go to your GitHub document and look at the things we are working on, right? So our class is on JavaScript, so you can just check the last video. That is what you have to look at. If there is a project, if we are working on a project, you can go to the project and there you're going to find, so we have HTML, CSS. you know you can get the here, right, video link. So video link, I should have added nice like heading, right, called video here. But anyway, that was from the last Friday, okay. And after that, let's go back here. Let's continue with our JavaScript. So I'll go to the loops, okay, loops and exercise A part. So what was the next question now? So we did count up yesterday, mean to max. I believe this is the next one, right? So let's add that, mean to max. Yes, okay. So after we finish with this basic JavaScript, we will work 1 week at least for the HTML, CSS, and how we're going to structure page, all that, right? Get better with HTML, CSS, and then we come back to JavaScript again. Most likely we're going to work with some testing and other stuff, and more, I mean, advanced. There is a lot of things in the JavaScript, right? We know that. I think someone mic is on there. Okay, I believe now fine, right? So, but it's okay. As we progress, I will let you know what we're gonna do, next week or something like that. Mean to max. So let's continue with our work from today or today, right? Sometimes my English will be not good. Okay, guys. So let's just tell me if I'm talking too fast. If the pronunciation is not good, let me know. Okay, so I will make some correction. But hopefully, when I talk, right, you all understand, correct? Anyone has any doubt? No, right? I mean, like any confusion when I'm talking? Okay, I will try to just talk a little slow. So always, just read the question, right? What it is saying. Just read that. When you look at here, something like this, the name and parenthesis. First thing you will think, oh, this is a function, and function is executing, right? Function is just running, okay? Execute the function. So of course we have to write function and do something, but what is that? Must be here, right? Write a function, mean to max. Mean, max, the function will take two parameter, right? Two value. So here that accepts two numbers as a parameter. Okay, let me hide this. And I don't know why I need to hide this, right? I don't know where is that. This one. No, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Okay, I don't know how to remove that. But anyway, let's leave for now. So the function should print all the number, right? From mean to max inclusive. So this is important, okay? Inclusive means including minimum and maximum. You have to print, right? So look at here. This is the value 5, 9, start printing from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So something, like you have to print something over and over and over, right? And there is a condition. Okay, start from 5 and in at 9. So how are you going to write that? How are you going to do that, right? So something to repeat, always loop, right? You have to loop. So I will say const, copy this quickly, right? And then I'm writing, am I writing this function? Okay, this, if I have to do that, will be not good, right? I mean, I can just do the function and put this here and then put a bracket, right? Something like that is okay. We know that how to write function, right? The next thing you can do is put in the variable, okay? So min to max variable equal to, and you define function here, function, right? And this is the parameter min max. You can call it anything here. This is just a parameter, okay? This is like a variable, right? N1, N2. So number 1, number 2, but I'll just leave it min max, okay? So when you pass right value, this 5 will stored in min and 9 will stored in max, okay? That's how things work. So I just have to print something over and over, right? Print. Function is not returning anything. So how I can do that? For loop. For let I equal to, right? So because remember, I, before we studied, right, starting from 0 or 1, something like that, but this time I need to print from min. Min can be anything, whatever you pass here, right? So why not we just call the variable? When you call the variable, what we get? The value of that, right? So I is less than equal to max. I need to print until max. So every time I print, after that I want to increase the value of I by 1, I plus plus. And now I'm gonna console.log what? I, right? And it's done. So I will be first time what? In this case 5. Next time I increase by 1. So I become here 6. So again 6 is less than 9. Yes, it will print this again 6, right? Then again I plus plus. Now I become 7 here. And 7 is less than max. Yes, max is 9, okay? In this case 9. It will print again 7 and then again I plus plus. Now I become 8 here, because mean is the value you pass 5, right? In the beginning it will be 5, but it will change as the loop continue, right? So when I become 9, right, that is okay. It will still, because 9 equal to 9 is okay. But when I become 10, what gonna happen? 10 is less than equal to 9. No, that is false. It will stop, right? And done. So in this case mean is 11 and max is 13. That is okay. But here, right, what can happen? Mean is 20 and max is 11. So that means that loop will not run. Why? Here I is 20 and max is 11, right? So you comparing first time, 20 is less than equal to 11. No, right? False. So remember, when there is a false, loop will not execute any code inside. That is stop, right? It will just stop. Okay, so that is all about this problem, right? So let's run this code F5 and I will run here. So you're gonna see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the first one. Then you're gonna see 11, the 12, 13, right? That was the second one, okay? 11 to 13. And in this case, it will not print anything. Okay, let's move to the next one. string iterate, right? Yes. So that is the next problem. So the concept is same thing, right? The way you can construct your for loop and all that. Okay, this concept is same. Here it says print, like each character of this string. That is what the function is saying, and you can see here, because I just look at this answer, right? The output, and I can, predict. Okay, I have to print all this one by one. So what I will do, how my first question will be, right? How I can get the character of the string? So you guys know, right? How you can get that? Let's go back here. I will show you quickly in the console. Okay. Inspect. Why not what? Okay. So always remember, when you have a string, any string, right? Let's say I am Dev, right? Something like that. Anything inside the quotation mark is what? String. String and square bracket, right? And zero. I get I. The index zero is the first one. So if there is index, sorry, string, remember that is index 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay. If here will be space, right? That is also one index, whatever. So 0, 1, 2, 3, if I just put 3 here, see, I get empty space here. Look at that, right? Let's enter. See that? I get that space string. Okay. And if I put here 4, I get D now, right? So string square bracket and the index. Okay, you get that number, right? Let's say if I put here 10, what I'm gonna get, right? If that is not, if that index is not inside this string, then I get undefined. It's not there, right? Undefined. So that is all you have to understand. And that will give us the solution, right? So how are we gonna do that? So let's do that. Const string rate, okay, equal to function, and so this time I'm having string as a argument, right? This is the value. String is a value. I will just call str one, just one argument, so one parameter. Now I'm gonna write a for loop because I have to do the same process over and over, right? So let I, and because I'm dealing with string, I need an index 0, and if index is less than my str dot length. So in this case, what is the length now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So string length minus 1, right? That is 5 will be the last index, okay? So you know that formula also, right? To find the last index of string, string length minus 1. That will give you the last index. That is 5. But anyway, that was just information I gave you. Now, just print done, right? So how are you going to print? String square bracket I. This string is what? Exactly this one. Remember what we saw on the console? And here square bracket I. So I will be 0 first time, right? So I get the first C. Now I plus plus, I become 1 next time. So next I will get what? E. Again I plus plus, I become 2, right? I get L. And I become 3, I get E. I become 4, I get R. I become 5, I will get Y. When I become 6, then when I will be 6 here, what gonna happen? 6 equal the I, that means equaling 6 is less than string length 6, because in this case length is 6. That is false and it will stop, correct? So that is all, right? That is all happen here. So now if I run this code, you see the answer, see that. So in case of salary, you print that, then you have hat, the next one here, right? This is the hat, and you get the HAT, okay? So this work for all the string, no matter how big string is, this loop will repeat the process and work will be done. All right, next one. So what is the next? So this is the events, right? Event, okay? Events, the name is event. Guys, if everything okay, right? When I'm explaining, that's fine. Everyone understanding, correct? Please, if anything, just tell me, okay? So that we're gonna repeat, or if I have to explain again later, it's okay. I hope everyone is clear on the way I'm teaching, right? Because if like what I will request you guys, right? So like just take it step by step process, okay? If you follow this, right, as we progress, whatever time we have in our whole like this course, right, or maybe 6 month, 9 month, whatever, if you just follow the step by step process and just complete each day work, right, master that one, okay, repeat many times, 4 times, 5 times, try to write yourself. If you do that, in the end you will see, right, how much skill you have developed, okay? But if you just try to do big things right now, uh, then it will be difficult. But anyway, let's continue. I don't want to in the recording talk about all that. So I copy this. Even I say I don't want to talk, right? I sometimes I just start talking something else. So let's continue here. What is saying, right? Write a function events. That's the name of the function. You have one number 11 or 8 here when you call the function. So it says all positive even number, right, that are less than max, means it says just print all the even number which is less than max. So you don't have to print max, okay, just less than max, only even number, okay, no odd, right? So it will be also easy. I believe you guys know how to find the even, right? Function, and we just take one parameter here. So how, right, how I'm gonna go from 1 to max, because I have to not max but at least less than one number less than max, right? How? So let's start from 1. So for loop, let I equal to 1, right? If I is less than max, because I don't have to consider max, I just need one less than max, so that is good enough. If I have to consider if there is inclusive max, then I have to put like this, okay? If not, just leave it, one less than max and I plus plus. So this should work now. So I is 1, right? I is 1. Now it's my job to test if this I is odd or even, right? How am I going to do that? So if, right, or let the even number, right, even number equal to I percentage 2 equal to 0. So this will give what? This will just give true or false, right? Either I get true or false, correct? You can write like this, and then you say if even, okay, if even, right? So if that is true, then you can print the I console.log I. So you can do this test within the if block. You don't have to write there separately. You can do that very just to write less code. So I mod 2 equal to 0. I get true or false. If that is even, that means true. Odd will be false. If the if block is false, that I will be not printed. But if is true, then this will be printed. That means I is even. Correct? And save this and run that. uh, let's expand, and you see that 2 4 6 8 10 in the first case and 2 4 6 on the second, right here. Good to go. All right, so let's look at the next one. Let's go 15 more minutes and then you guys can practice. So B section. So the now the B has more complex. C will improve. I mean, the complexity will increase, right, slowly. But if you do A better, it will be easy to do the B, and similarly C, right? But we will, after, like, we're going to do some testing also. We're going to learn about testing. I think it will be better to introduce some testing in JavaScript, just to get better, right? We'll see. I'm planning on that also. We're going to do some testing. If JavaScript is very strong, right, the rest will be easy, okay? Because most of your time will be writing code. So first we master basic and then slowly get to the advanced concept. But things what you're going to use on daily work, right? I will make sure we go slow and practice enough. Okay, I will tell you what to do right on that time. So I copy this. Again, same process, the same. So it says write a function name 5 multiple of, right? 5 multiple of that accepts a number as an argument. Print out the first 5 multiple of the given number. The function should return the whatever here, right? Let's go back. Okay, the function does not need to return. Okay, basically just print, right? Print the value. So see here, 5 multiple of, right? What that means is, let's say this is the number, right? So you know I, okay, let's think like this. 5 multiple of means 7 into 1, and when you have 7 into 2, right, will be 14, and 7 into 3 will be 21, 7 into 4 will be 28, and 7 into 5 will be 35. So you have to multiply this number with the range, right, from 1 to 5. That is the question saying 5 multiple of. Okay, so that is all we have to do. So first I need a number from 1 to 5. How I can get? Loop. So this time I just need to go from 1 2 3 4 5, right? So I will just make it like this, 5, and every time I'm going to increase by 1. Now I just console log num times I. So the first time I is 1, 7 into 1, I print 7. Now I plus plus. After this line, I plus plus means you increase the value of I by 1, right? Okay. Here I equal to I plus 1. That is what happened. This is, this code. So you increase I by 1 again by adding 1, right? So I become now 2 because I is 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2, so it becomes 2 here. Okay, next time 2 is less equal to 5, true. We'll just print norm, that is 7 times 2, that will be 40. So that's how code works, right? Okay, so I will run this code and just check the answer now. So something went wrong, right? Because I just added 2 here and that should be 1. 7, 14, 21, this just worked, right? See that? So guys, you have to practice like that. Okay, let's look at the next one. Now it's a sum up to, right? Sum up to number. So you just supply the number and sum from 1 until that number. So if the number is 4, you're going to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 like this. So our answer should be 10. If it is 5, you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? So 10 plus 5 will be 15. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So that is this problem statement. Okay, I need to put the question. Basically create a file first. So we understand the question. I'll just go to the solution, const sum up to function. I just need one number. So remember now, right? In JavaScript, what happened? Outside of function is global. Whatever, if I create here, let I equal to 100, right? This I is in global memory. Okay, that is global. This is outside, right? Outside of function, we call it global. And something inside function is the function memory, right? Or something inside within that function. Okay, if I put here let like x equal to 100, right? And I want to go and read here outside of function x, I cannot read. Okay, I cannot, right? Because this x is only for the function. So anything for the function is accessible within that function. Okay, you cannot go outside. Just remember that. But we will talk about more, right? Later, not later, but when the time come, I will explain global memory, function memory, all that. But just understand, something outside of function is you can access anywhere, right? You can even access inside the function. You can get the console.log I, right? You can do that because this is in the global and you have access the global memory to the function, but something inside function cannot access outside of that function. Just remember that. Okay, that is important. So now I need to add this norm, right, and print the total. So if I'm going to write for loop here, right, for let I equal to 1, because I want to start from 1 2 3 4 like that. If I is less than equal to num, because I need to add until that num, until, right? So I plus plus. Now we know, right, this loop will run. So any code here will repeat until this condition is true. Remember that any code inside the for loop repeat. If I put here let sum equal to 0, that means every time uh, when the cursor, right, or the code execution happens inside, sum will be always 0. Okay, every time this repeats, this line of code repeats. So if I need to store this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, I need to put somewhere. Either I can put here in the global, so that is available to access all the time, or better I can keep it in the function here, but outside of the loop. So inside the function, right, this memory is created and for loop starts. Now we just call the sum plus equal to 5. So every time this loop runs, it will be keep adding the value of I to this sum. So it will add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 first time right here. Okay. So see, look at here, right? You have console log already. You are console logging here. The function can return the value. Good. So our value is sum. Just return that. Okay, guys, this clear everyone? Any doubt on this part to understand? The reason for adding this here is you don't want this sum inside. Okay, if you put inside sum equal to 0, that means every loop that sum will be 0. So the whatever you add is gone, right? Lost. No more memory there. That's why keep it outside of the loop here is okay. You can put even outside of function is okay, but better to keep within the function but just outside of this loop. And then finally when the loop is done, your cursor will just return this sum. Whatever value is stored here, you're gonna get that value will be returned, right? So this is good examples. I will maybe explain in the board, right, tomorrow, how things happen. Okay, let's run this code. You can see now. Okay, I see some message, right? What is the message here? Something is there. Okay, no Ismail, if you can write in different way, right, it's okay. You can use arrow function, you can use other functions, you can, you know, use your way. Okay, as long as things are okay, right, that is fine. As long as you're, you get the correct answer, that is okay. It does not have to be same. Okay, no, never, right? Programming doesn't work like that. Maybe I'm thinking something else, your idea will be something else, right? But as long as you make the things work, that is good enough. Maybe your code will be better than mine. Okay, so programming, it depends, right, how you write. Okay, what is your logic? I mean, these are the simple stuff, almost will be same, almost, right? It's just how you write function. But even in the complex functionality, sometimes people do better performance code. Okay, so that is better, right? Okay, so we have the answer. Let's solve a couple of more and then we're gonna stop. No, right? Okay, no. So I will copy this. So what is saying, right? Write a function name no. Okay, no OS, right? No OS. O, okay, O, right? No O that accepts a string as an argument. Okay, I don't know how to hide that, right? Okay, let's leave it. I will fix later. But what is after that? So the function should print the character of the string one by one except the character O. Okay. So means no O, that is what it means, right? Const no O, that is our function. And oh, why I'm writing arrow function. So the function has parameter string, you passing one string here. That's the one string, right? Even though there are many characters, but that is one string data, okay, one value. So you're gonna get it with this simple or one parameter. Now I need to get, I have, if I need to print all this one by one except O, right? That means the same logic, to reading the character, right? Let's start I equal to start index from 0. Okay, I less than string dot length, correct, and I plus plus. So this will give me a let character, right, equal to, if I just do this, I what I get, look at here in this character variable, you know first time, right, I is 0, I get C. Okay, just look at this one. Okay, I get C for 0. So this C, this character is what has a C character, right? C, like this. Okay, just imagine, you get C, right? Now how you gonna check if this is O or not, right? So I have testing now. If right, let's call it this character is not equal to O, maybe, right? O. So character of the string one by one cap, that character is O, right? Okay, so either, I don't know if there is capital O or small o. I mean, you can check both, right? Or you can do it, this character is not equal to, even capital O you can check like that. If they are not equal, right, then only console dot log character. But if, let's say, you find this O when here, right, when I become 1, that is I is 1, string 1 will give O, correct? So that O will be here, right, like that. And this O, since you check O is not equal to O, oh, that is false, right? Means O is equal to, I mean, it will just give you false because O is equal to O, so that become false, right? So that's it. I mean, that is false. You get false here, that means that character will be not printed. So every time when this character is not equal to O, like in the first case C, right, C is not equal to O, that is true, or capital O, right, still true. Okay, so you get true value here. When you true, that means that character is not O, and that is why you are printing, because if true, then you can do this work. Clear? So okay, so I see something wrong, right? ODECH, what is that? Why? Okay, I look like we did something. Here will be start from 0, and I have done something wrong. Okay, let's run again. So if block close, and that is the for loop, and you have that function, right? All right. And see why we have to check, right, inside the for loop, because for every index you're getting that character, you must complete the process within the loop, okay, before I plus plus happen, right? I plus plus gonna happen after this if here, okay, every time, right? That is what happened. What I said, after last line of code, right, this is gonna happen, I plus plus. So let's run again. So CO, I mean, we're printing everything. Something is not right, right? I don't know why. Let's check. If I, okay, something is not correct, guys. What I have done. STR, right? STRI. So we're gonna get, right? Let's console log, console dot log. I don't know, this will be work, you know. Let's see if I'm getting the right thing. Yeah, so I'm getting that C, you get that C, you getting O also. If character is not equal to O or character is not equal to capital O, right? Then print. But it's just printing everything, you know. Okay, let me write this again. How are we gonna fix that? So we have the right answer here. I mean, if you check now, right, console.log character save F5. So we get CODE, you know, we get all that, okay? You getting right? That is fine. So we just have to, you know, if this character is not equal to O, that is all we have to do, you know. Then only console.log character. Clear? So let's see. Let's not write the other one, right? Yeah, it will work, you know. But I don't know why, right? If we put here, or let's put this for other case also, right? Or what you can do, you don't have to do that, right? Better, you know, just whatever you get here, you know, this is capital O or small o does not matter. I mean, for the worst case, right? You can do, you know, just to make it simple, convert to lowercase, right? So you just have to do one check here, you know. That is also possible. So let's run that. So 2LOWER, right? Type error. 2L lowercase, say F5. Yeah, so this work, you know, that is fine. So you can, you know, you can think of, right, what you can do. Right now, this one is simple. This problem, right, has all small letter only. But for example, what if I put here capital O, right? You know, and if you don't test this, I mean, you don't add this one, then that condition will fail, you know. So, I mean, I can show you now, right? Let's do that here and save and run the code again. And you're going to print that capital O. Look at that, right? So that's why the worst case you have to test, okay, all that, right? To and everything okay now. All right, guys, so I will stop here and you guys can continue.